is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen. Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, he bowls over it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
And he's going to go down again. Randy Gregory. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Caught left side, Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Play action. Now Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. KJ Hamler. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 42. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Now Geno on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Pass midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Smith. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Geno. Powers through him. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in Week 1. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown Broncos. Jerry Judy, 60 yards. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on third down, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's going to tie the game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
There's Wilson to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Smith now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First down by Noah Fant. You're reminded watching him play that he's one of the most athletic tight ends we saw coming out of college in recent years. Every route and every catch can be turned into a bigger play with what he can do as an athlete in the open field. A nice big play from him there for the first down.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try for the first with Walker. Oh, and a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And going right back to Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Randy Gregory now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Up the middle, here's Walker. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. And for the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They run it with Balaj. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss it.
That's caught inside the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Wilson to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Here's Wilson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Smith. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Throwing now is Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll look to throw. Finding Sutton. Yeah, he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, partner, that'll do it. Well, these Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Seahawks, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.